So we all know how important toe strength is. So we designed these toe strengtheners to start to work on improving the function of your foot. So we're going to take the first level, which is going to be the yellow. This is going to be the least amount of resistance that we have amongst the three bands. You're going to place them around the tips of the toes. The more distal they are, the more towards their nail bed, the more resistance you're going to feel out of the strengthener. All right, so the first drill that we're going to use with these is lift, spread, reach. So he's going to lift up all of his toes, he's going to spread them and reach them forward. And we'll have them do that about 20 times. The other thing that we can start to do with these bands, and now I'm using the blue band, which is the medium resistance. So we can start with lift, spread, reach. Then I can work on just the strength of my big toe. So I can lift up all my toes and just tap my big toe here. As I do that, you can see this muscle here, which is one of the biggest stabilizers of the foot. So again, lift and tap. You can also tap the pinky toe. And the resistance is going to, again, provide that strength as well as awareness to the foot. So one of my other favorite ways to use these bands are especially those of us with bunions. You can place the band on both sides of the toes. And then we can do our toe yoga from here. And you can see when I do that, how it aligns my first ray, how it aligns my big toe. This is very important to have for an efficient gait, for example, or when we're walking and or running. So again, it's just going to be repetitions from this position. If I just wanted to use my right foot, I would bring a little tension into the band, and then I can just work on strengthening the right foot. Toe splay and toe spread is extremely important when we're walking, so we can have a solid foundation from the ground up. So we can also take these toe strengtheners, wrap them around the toes, and then use them as a walking gait drill. So we're going to wrap the strengtheners around the tips of the toes, and then you're just going to walk. And as the foot lands, you can start to spread or splay the toes, and you'll feel the resistance of the band. So again, that's going to give you cueing, and then also that experience that the toes are being spread apart. And this is a solid foundation from the ground up. You will notice an increase in balance. You will notice an increase in control in your walking gait. So for these toe strengtheners, we have developed 3 different resistances. The easiest resistance is going to be the yellow bands. You will notice that when you first start doing your exercises, this might be a little bit challenging, but the more you do things, repetition, consistency, you'll notice that your foot is starting to splay or spread easier, and the exercises become simple. At that point, we always say, if you're bored or if things are getting too easy, you have to continuously drive novel stimulus to your brain. You have to make things harder. So then you're going to bump up to the blue band. You will see that this has a little bit more resistance. You'll notice that when you go to lift, spread, reach, you'll feel a little bit more tension in between the toes. This is what you want. Once you get good at the blue, then you can go up into the most resistant band, which is the black. You will really feel an intense resistance with this one. So make sure that you've mastered the other resistances first before you make it too difficult, but then the goal obviously is to keep improving your strength. Patients will always ask us how long it takes to implement these types of exercises to see improvement. We recommend that you start with about 5 minutes, maybe twice a day. You can get these exercises in. You can also wear them when you're walking around, just so that you have repetition throughout the day. And then as you continue with your consistency with just a short amount of time, you will start to notice not only gains neurologically, but also improvements in foot strength.